Competitions is a beautiful subject, especially right now that we are in the middle of the competition and we just gave our results for the finalists. Again, you see what kind of impact it has on our society. How people react to the judgment. I repeat it all the time that competitions are just wonderful, beautiful event if you just look at this from the right perspective. So the competition should be a kind of art of the festival for young people, opportunity for the young people to present themselves, opportunity to win fans, right? Because we know it very often that sometimes someone who didn't get the first prize actually won more on this competition than the first prize winner, because if by some coincidence he didn't get the first prize, but people kind of sympathize with him, and then the final verdict, the final result is not what they expected, the passion is even stronger, right? So I always repeat to my students, hey, the most important thing is that you deliver the best quality music you can, and then don't care so much about the result, because if you don't keep going, as you said, you will be forgotten anyway, right? So it's not about kind of winning the lottery, right? Okay, I won the first prize, so now I'm settled down for next years. No, it's never like this. I mean, we know very well this beautiful sentence that you are as good as your last concert, right? It's a brutal, but it's a little bit true. So people think it's so easy to decide who is better, who is worse. Sometimes it is, sometimes not. Sometimes it's even impossible. I very often as a judge I could write a long critic about what I like, what I dislike about some players. But then if you ask me who is the first, who is the second prize, of course you feel like it's kind of how can I evaluate this? So we must take it easy. Of course, the students should not take it easy, right? For the students, it must be a pressure. It must be the goal in the calendar, right? I'm preparing for this event. I want to give the best, and this motivation must be there. That's why the energy in GFA is so huge, because everyone creates the feeling of the most important event in US, maybe even in the world, right? In the classical guitar world, and we do need this, because without this, if you take it easy, then what? Then it loses his value. But at the same time, when it's done, when it's over, you have to just, okay, I continue my way. It changed nothing. I got the first prize, okay, but I have to pick up my guitar and start to practice and prepare for next step. Or I didn't get to the final, okay, I have to pick up my guitar and continue, and just do what I do, because I like to think about the competitions like this. If this is our life, this is the beginning of our life, this is the end life. And we want to spend this life as an artist, as concert artist. You have to realize that just this part is a competition. The rest is the life after the competition, right? And of course the beginning may affect and doesn't have to affect, it's just how you take it, how you use it also. If you use it, I have so many friends, they were competing at the same time that I was competing, and they were not as lucky as I was, but they are still on the market playing concerts, and they are well respected as an artist, right? So you don't have to be winner, but to be winner is also nothing wrong. But of course, we as you said, there are some winners, they are forgotten, right? It's difficult to talk about the routine, because I was actually practicing always, but I remember the GFA, the last I won, right? I mean, before this competition, it was like 3 years earlier, I decided not to take part in the competitions anymore, because I was kind of tired of the competitions, and I could survive already playing the concerts, so it was not so necessary. And I remember that I just learned that my last concert in my US little tour is just 1 week before GFA starts. And I said, maybe I should try one more time. And I made this decision. So I went there to LA, and I remember very well that when I was before the final, my fingers were really in pain, almost no nails because of practicing. And I asked myself, so when I was so exhausted last time, And I admitted, okay, it was probably because before some competition. So if you ask about me, definitely I was working much harder for the competitions than maybe for the concert, right? Maybe it was nothing about some routine, but just this passion of trying to be absolutely perfect and deliver the best. It was there for the competition. Now, of course, I try to keep the level and prepare also very well for the concerts. But of course, you know how it is. Audience will forgive you any mistakes, right? I mean, they don't care. They just like that you played, you delivered the good quality, and if something happens, it's not a big deal. In a competition, you don't have this feeling. Right? So, and another kind of important thing that I try to share with my students and with all the students is that when you compete, remember that you compete with yourself. You know, don't ask yourself who is coming, who else is coming, right? I had this in my life a few times that my students are asking me, should I go there? Do you know who is coming? Yeah, who is judging? You know, said, what kind of questions are those? You know, you don't care. You know, you should not care. I mean, what is the pleasure if you win first prize, but you were the only one competitor? Right? It's like, you know, what kind of satisfaction did you win against very bad players? You know, like, come on, and it's not about this, right? It's about you and achieving the point that you can play beautifully, convincing, and with a deepness, artistry, whatever, right? That's your competition, right? And it's so difficult to take the feedback also, right? People are very emotional shortly after. They usually don't disagree. There are many people behind who are telling them, yeah, for me you're the best, you are really great. And of course the young people, they kind of, someone did something wrong to me, right? It's I mean, we must be a very good teachers and very good people to really explain this to the young people but how to explain this kind of mentality that you have to give all you can and then you don't get what you deserve, but next day you just wake up and say, okay, I'm gonna continue, right? This is something what needs a lot of much maturity, right? I would say so. Yes, and not only me. You know, I'm really surprised because when I was a judge, we used to say, yes, you know, you have to you cannot make any mistakes. You must be technically great. So we're thinking that's so easy. Actually not. You know, when I work with my colleagues judges, I see that we are all looking for an artist, for someone who will just deliver a good quality music with a beautiful artistry, nice culture of making music, right? We are not looking for circus, you know. It's not the speed competition, as we can put this way, or no mistake competition. It's not the point, right? Of course, if you have a weak technique that doesn't allow you to express the music, that's a problem, right? But if just the technique is the main goal, of course, then you can take part in a competition for fast players, right, or loud players. I don't know. Or my friend used to say the joke like this, that of course the most important thing for us is speed, which of course it's so funny. But sometimes when you are listening to competition, you say like, hey, you know, it's we understand it's, you know, you have this kind of expression, but please deliver some artistry.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.